Welcome. I'm here at the D3Hoops.com Classic with Coach GP Gromacki of the national champion, Amherst College, Lord Jeffs. And Coach, when we last talked, it was after the national championship game where you had won at Illinois Wesleyan, defeating Washington University. So how has your life changed since then?
Just, different year, different players, but it was definitely an exciting time last year to finally get over the hump and get that national championship. And it, brings us confidence this year that we can do it, and hopefully we can go after another one.
How did it change your recruiting approach?
Definitely helps. We get a little more recognition, and people will definitely email us, and talk about our national championship. So hopefully it brings in, a little better athlete, little top level recruit.
We were talking before off camera about how your season was going. You said, well, our freshmen are leading us in scoring. So tell us about your freshmen.
Yeah, Megan Robertson is leading us in scoring. We have a balanced attack. If you look, she's averaging a little over 13 a game. And then I think it's like 12, 11, 10. But it's a pleasant surprise, definitely with the senior group we have. But she's been tremendous for us.
How do you make sure you get your top players enough minutes in the early part of the season? Because, you beat teams 70 to 32, 80 to 54. You beat them by large margins. How do you get minutes for those players so they're ready for the NESCAC, which is a total different animal?
It's tough to get them minutes. But you also want to get some of your younger players and other players some playing time to get them ready in case they're called upon. So I think it's kind of a plus-minus thing. But you do definitely get some other people in the game and get them some valuable minutes, so it's not a bad thing.
Talk to us about two players in particular who are on some of the leaders in your team. First, Lematonga McCormick, power forward, does a little bit of everything for you. Had the big basket against WashU last year. Talk about what she brings to the program.
Right, yeah, she can do a little bit of everything, inside, outside. Very good rebounder, and she's very close to getting her 1,000th point. Hopefully, she'll get it out here in Las Vegas. And she's a great leader, and she stepped up in big games for us her whole career ever since she's been a freshman.
And the other player is Caroline Stedman. If you looked at the preseason All-Americans, there was one player whose individual numbers didn't really stand out among the list, and that was Caroline. But clearly the best player on the best team last year and a key part of your team this year again.
Yeah, she was an All-American her sophomore year. A couple injuries set her back last year. I think that kind of hurt her stats. But was MVP of the Final Four National Championship. And she's a tremendous player. Very good athlete, fast, can hit the three, drive, take it to the basket. And we're expecting a lot from her this year, and she's produced so far.
Coach, you were close to the national championship a bunch of times before you won it last year. How do things feel different for you personally as a coach?
It's just something you always dream and hope you can get there, and then when it's over, you're trying to get another one. But it's definitely something I'll look back, when I'm about to retire and say, we actually did it, and it's hard to believe we did.
So what do you have to do to get back there?
Just continue to improve. We have a team with a lot of senior leadership and some good newcomers, and I think if we improve and play our best, we can do it again.
You've got Williams, who's undefeated. You've got Colby. You've got Bowdoin, and you've got a pretty deep conference. What is it like to play through that conference schedule once you get back to the Northeast?
Yeah, it definitely prepares you for the NCAA tournament and for the tough competition we play outside of league. So it's great to be in a great conference. Again, I think it's the best athletic academic conference in the country.
He's GP Gromacki, and this is our coverage from the D3Hoops.com Classic in Las Vegas, Nevada.